Ranking the posters, ranking the posters, ranking the posters with Mike and Tom, Mike and Tom are ranking the posters. Mike and Tom, Mike and Tom, Mike and Tom posters in a closet. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to watch the entirety of this YouTube video and not skip the parts where we only talk about The Simpsons and or The Fugitive. This introduction will self-destruct in 5 seconds. I am the storm, and Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Talk to me, Shans. Which way should I go?
Due north.
That was a good. Oh, due. What was that? Is it due south?
There was a, what was that, a show?
Yeah, with about a Canadian Mountie
Mountie, yeah,
working for the New York police
for some reason.
for some reason. There was a special episode where Leslie Nielsen um turned up as his boss. Had a great sight gag in it where they were on horseback chasing a suspect through New York, and you see his horse disappear out of view, and then he pops up and goes, "Taxi." It's a good show. Even though you said due north, I decided I'd talk about
Due
due
south.
south. Yeah.
I get it.
Well, here we are.
Yes, indeed.
We've got posters to rank. We've come to the end of another series. We're going to tell you what series we're doing next. All of that will happen, not necessarily in that order. But what are your final thoughts on the Mission Impossible series now that we've spent conservatively a third of our own lives talking about it?
Yeah, it's funny because I had that feeling today that we've been doing this a while. For the bulk of our summer, we've been talking about Mission Impossible movies.
This was supposed to be the summer of George.
And then I realized my overwhelming feeling was because it's a much shorter series too, but when we fin when we finally got to the end of the House Party series,
Mm.
I felt exhausted.
Hmm.
And I wasn't exhausted at the end of this series.
No.
And more than anything, my big overall take, my final take has to do more with you than with the series
Oh no.
whatsoever, because I've been waiting with bated breath for you to watch this series because I figured there's got to be at least two or three movies that he will admit are quite good.
And I did.
And he did.
Two
That
of them
came
I would
through.
yeah. Yeah. And I think as I said on a previous episode, I was kind of retrospectively angry at myself that I wasn't kind of aware that they were making the kinds of Bond films I wanted to see
Hmm.
during the period where I was watching Bond films, and they just weren't for me. They were like they're making espionage films that were more in my
Suited for
wheelhouse,
you. Yeah.
and I just had no awareness of them, and so I was quite sad that I didn't get to experience it at the time because that was exactly what I was looking for when I would come out of a Daniel Craig Bond movie. It's just something lighter, more fun, more frothy, the kind of more bubblegum side of espionage, and Ghost Protocol and Rogue Nation are definitely that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But I still have, I have misgivings about many of these movies, including the last two movies. I had plenty of problems with them the first time I saw them. And yet, I don't know, they don't drag me down. They're not the albatross on my neck. I can use that fucking phrase as well, sir.
you
But
can. It is an ancient mariner, and he stoppeth one of three.
I knew you wouldn't be able to resist.
I actually realize now I don't know the rest of it. I think the rest of it's gone. It's kind of it's unraveling like a sweater, like a like a thread on a sweater in
In the
my
movie
brain.
Mouse Hunt,
Yeah, that's a good one. Lee Evans
he
and
got
Nathan Lane.
nice.
Lee Evans and Nathan Lane? Or
Yeah,
am I imagining that? Is that what that movie is?
Christopher Walken as a mouse
Yeah.
catcher, as a
It feels like
exterminator of some sort.
that period of want to say like late 90s cinema.
Is it late night? Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Like very mouse heavy. There was Stuart Little movies were coming out. There was this kind of I think it kind of
Ratatouille.
culminated with Ratatouille, right?
Yeah,
That was like the sort of the nail in the coffin. It was like now we can make no more mouse movies. We've made the best
it's
one.
the
And
height of mouse.
that's relevant because it's directed by Brad Bird, so it's not a
Yeah,
digression. That doesn't count as a digression. Not
agreed.
only talking about The Simpsons or The Fugitive. Um, yeah.
But those will be our favorite parts.
And I just want to reassure anyone watching that Mike is not shrinking. Because I'm looking at the two of us compared to each other, and it looks like you're doing a photo shoot with Andre the Giant. But I am neither that big nor is Mike that small. It's just that we've changed camera positions in our closets.
Yeah, I got new furniture, which came with a new chair, and it doesn't fit
You got
in
very
my
small
closet.
furniture.
Yeah, quite in the way that I thought it would. I thought they were the same chairs. Not same, but same-ish.
On the other hand,
This one's taller.
if you're trying to sell those jackets, all you need to do is give the prospective buyer a link to this YouTube video, and they'll be able to see for themselves.
Yeah, I just need
Because
sound
it's
to
the
not
best.
be
Now with the best
bouncing
shot,
off everywhere.
I've got the best shot of these jackets I've ever had.
San
Um,
Diego,
it's where we live. That's the tagline for the city. San Diego, it's where we
where we
live.
live.
That's actually quite a good. That works for a tagline for a city, right? For like a nondescript city, there's nothing to say about it.
Hmm.
You could do a lot worse than, you know,
It's where we live.
Des Moines, Iowa. It's where we live.
It
And
sounds like a joke at first, but actually could
yeah,
be
yeah.
used validly.
Well, I gotta say, it's better than San Diego's own.
The
What do you call
finest
it?
city.
Tagline. Is it America's finest city?
America's finest city, rather, yeah.
Finest. Yeah. No one
How
is
is
more.
it? It's fine.
No one is more acceptable than we are. And I'm being a complete hypocrite because even though I look like I'm in some kind of a void non-space, if you
Yeah,
turned
you're in
around
a John Oliver void.
if you turned around this camera, turn around my laptop, which I won't do, it would look like an episode of Hoarders. So I've just got everything that you've got in your closet, but I've kept it at bay
Yeah,
by sheer willpower. So anyway, yeah, do I have any final reckonings with this series? Yeah, I
I
mean,
see what you did there.
mm. I don't. I mean, I think I've said it all. It was a series I came to with some trepidation. I didn't necessarily believe the hype that it would reach
Hmm.
it would kind of reach highs and there would be peaks in the series in the way that there was. So it's delight to
Right.
see that. It's doubly disappointing that for me it fell away quite as poorly as it did in the
Hmm.
final two movies. And uh, I think we both agree that there was that after Fallout they should have cut their losses and it could have been uh you know
I don't think it's even a cut your losses situation if they end on Fallout. They end on a reasonable high.
no I yeah they're not cut I don't mean cut their losses in that respect. I just mean like the we've with nothing more we can do at this point.
Yeah.
um now is the time, let's go out on top,
And
I
you know
guess.
what? I mean, at least in that last movie, they have a couple of set pieces that could be considered truly incredible. Just put them in another movie, Tom. Just if that's your idea, use them, but use
It's the
them in some other
housing.
movie. Yeah.
Oh, you think like Ed Wood style, put it in like a non-Mission Impossible movie,
Yeah,
or
exactly. You can
Interesting.
make some submarine movie and then give me that great sequence.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Who looks enough like Tom Cruise to pull that off? Who's that guy? Is there anyone who could pass for Tom Cruise, like Bela Lugosi style, like that?
Ben Stiller. Didn't he do that? He did that impression of him after Mission Impossible 2.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, it's very
Yeah,
funny.
I'm sure he does a good impersonation of that. Yeah.
When he
Yeah.
gets a wig on and stuff and he puts on glasses and he goes he can really get a cruise going.
Well, I mean, while I was trying to remember quotes from Mission Impossible 2 for our last episode, there is a line where that I completely forgotten where Dougray says the worst part about impersonating you is you have to grin like an idiot every 15 minutes. And that seems aimed solely at Tom Cruise
Yeah,
and his
that's true.
persona, not Ethan Hunt. So
Not Ethan Hunt's persona, you're right.
surprised he let them get away with that. Again, I think like the what you expect Tom Cruise to be vain about, he's not.
Yeah.
He has a whole other host of vanities that you would never expect or
Hmm.
you can't rationalize. But the usual vanities of like, you know, being being so
Chipper.
kind of being just emotionally and physically vulnerable in movies.
Yeah, right.
A lot of movie stars of his level just don't have that kind of they're not willing to put themselves out there like that in
Hmm.
movies to be seen as kind of weak or incomplete.
Yeah,
But I mean, it does the opposite of that. It makes you seem more powerful that you can still have all that and still get everything you want from an action hero.
yeah,
I mean, it's also it's a little bit of Harrison Ford mixed in there of like just making your character like sloppier than most action heroes doesn't mean
right.
he's any less memorable, effective, or entertaining an action hero.
Of course.
In fact, it makes those moments of triumph even more joyful.
Hmm. Yeah,
Like
right.
I don't think the submarine scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark would be as exciting a moment it is if there wasn't some chance that he just died in the water like he could have done 80 times throughout the movie.
Sure.
Yeah. But of course we don't know how he rode that to across the sea, but that's a different question.
Long ways.
Yeah.
That red line. Like, did it just stay above water the whole time?
Hmm. We'll get there. We'll cover Raiders one day on our Patreon.
Yeah,
We'll have to match it with another Spielberg movie, maybe Jurassic Park.
good idea.
Okay. So
That's settled.
skipping the off-air conversations. Anything else before we jump into our rankings?
No, not for me. I mean,
We
I'm
got quite a
I'm
few posters to talk about.
yeah, I'm
You
ready to
know,
go.
I think Ghoulies was like three.
Yeah.
This is more
And
than
I'm
double
interested
that.
to talk about these posters because I had a bit of a revelation as I was thinking about them that the posters go as the movies do. But
Oh, interesting. Well, as usual, I barely looked at the posters, so you're getting my breaking news
thoughts,
yeah.
feelings.
Consider this a reaction video
Yeah.
because I paid so little attention to them.
All
Okay,
right.
well, as always, by the power of iMovie. Here we are.
Yep.
Um Starting with Mission Impossible 2 all the way back in summer 2000.
Can you believe it?
Um I mean I really can't. And it only struck me the other day that this and Magnolia came out in the same year.
Mm,
That's the two opposite poles of Tom Cruise's
it really is, isn't it?
career, his acting style, everything.
Yeah.
Um,
So this is one of the things that struck me because the posters evolve much like the movies do. At this point, the series is saying the series is all about one person, Tom
mhm.
Cruise. That's what the movie's about. He's
And
the
fire.
only thing that matters.
Tom Cruise and fire.
Yeah. Look, I only just noticed you that got the doves in there
Where are the doves? Oh my
above the
God, there are
two.
doves! I just noticed that too.
That's amazing.
John, do you want your credit on the poster? No, just put a couple of doves there. People
Just
will
put
know
a
it's
couple
me.
doves. They'll get it.
People know it's one of mine.
It's so funny that this, it would seem that this poster has gone as minimalist as possible. You know,
Well,
you,
right down to not having the words mission or impossible in there.
yeah,
I mean, it was this a mark. I seem to remember this was a marketing technique as well. It was always referred to as MI2.
right.
They maybe thought that mission and impossible were too
Just too much.
convoluted. Just was considered difficult language for the American consumer at the time. Um, but I mean, that's strange branding
Hmm.
because don't you want to trade on the pre-existing property that Mission Impossible represents? I mean, even now people don't call it MI2.
No,
And it's confusing because then it sounds like MI5, which is an actual intelligence agency.
right.
So I think that backfired a little bit.
The
Yeah, Tom
font is a
Cruise.
little strange too.
Yeah, and I don't like I didn't this isn't in the wrong ratio. I think it genuinely just is that
Yeah.
right like that kind of weird stretched out look.
Hmm.
And that's the poster, not my image.
It's like the two is cut off.
Uh-huh.
Two
It's
seems a little shorter than the M and the I. It's because it looks like like a forced perspective. You know, like it's
yeah,
going at an angle.
but it's like I don't know if you've ever tried to cut vegetables on an angle. But eventually, like you just give up because there's like a there's just you got this big wedge at the end left. That's kind of what's happening with the two here. The two is more or
Yeah.
less straightened out by this point, but a little bit of it is cut off because you've done the forced perspective on the other side.
Yeah.
So it's not terribly effective. It feels narrow as well for a poster. Do you
Hmm.
think they're trying to fit this on a VHS box? Is that the idea?
Maybe.
If so, that was very short-sighted because those are about to become obsolete at the time. Do you know what I found out recently what the last ever movie to be put on VHS was? You
Oh,
know
what
what it
was
is?
it?
David Cronenberg's A History of Violence,
Hmm. All right.
2004, I think. That was the last one that was ever released commercially on VHS form.
Interesting.
Yeah. Um, I mean, if I didn't know what a horror show the movie was, I could feel myself getting like, semi excited about
Yeah, getting a
this.
little amped up for it.
Yeah, Tom Cruise in leather with a scar, new hair,
Fire.
fire.
If,
What is
if you if you happen to notice doves,
have you what is what's going on at the bottom
very small
with
Paramount logo. I kept wondering, are
oh
these
yeah,
more
that.
doves? Can't tell.
The top one I think is meant to be a dove, although it looks more like a hawk.
Mm.
And the bottom one to me looks like like a place fish or a stingray or something. Like it's flat. It's got this kind of flat top.
A place fish.
Yes. The fish place, not like a not a place called fish. I mean like Plaice. Just like a very flat fish.
Right.
Um, I meant more what that's true. Very small Paramount logo and whatever the credits are beneath that. Is there a website address or something
Don't
like
know.
that?
Can't
Um,
can't delve that deep.
no one can see that small.
Yeah.
Um, but what's coming out of his sleeve? What's
That's
underneath
what
his
I
sleeve?
I realized that I thought all of that was jacket
Is it more magic?
and yeah, but then it can't all be jacket and I don't know what the rest of it is.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. that's
Motorcycle?
no, it's part of the jacket, but it's because it's like a trench coat. So it's a trench
Oh,
coat
it's flapping in the
flapping up
wind.
at the back. Yeah, I
You're
still
right.
don't think in terms that work again, like the title. It does the perspective. It
Yeah.
doesn't really work because I think he would have to be like a contortionist for that
It's
too.
so funny too. Like it feels that that bottom flap of jacket they were so careful with
Yes.
in terms of placement, but they're not careful with anything else on the poster
No.
in terms of placement. So
Is he holding a gun too?
yeah, he's
He
got a
is.
gun. Yeah.
Okay. So he's pulling a gun out of his jacket. He's got a scar on his face.
Hmm.
So, uh,
It
you
does seem
know,
like a poster that tries to evoke the theme, though, the song, the actual music.
the new metal soundtrack, you mean?
Yeah.
I mean that I remember that being all one, right? It was the music video, um the it wasn't weren't they doing like MTV appearances
Yeah.
and that kind of thing that summer?
That was the Ben Stiller thing. That was a
Yeah,
MTV deal.
summer 2000.
All right.
Yeah.
I think I'm ready to move on to the next one.
As am I.
So,
Ooh,
they're still not done with fire,
a little bit of fire.
but it
Contain. This is
also
a the
could
fire has been
be
contained.
gas. Could be gas.
They're not done with leather either, for that
Yeah,
matter.
no.
A little bit
But
of leather.
here's what I mean though. It's funny because I think during this episode we said this is, we might say whatever we say against J.J. Abrams, but he did one thing for the series, and it's that idea of the team, where the
Mm.
series starts to get an idea of what it wants to be, and so do the posters. This poster, and also I forgot until we started doing the series that they were still trying to make the MI thing happen.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But
This is the fetch
yeah,
of this series. They
absolutely.
yeah.
But at any rate, they're
Double
starting to get an
colon.
idea of what they want the posters to be because what these posters eventually want to be is full on Indiana Jones or Star Wars type posters.
Hmm.
That's what they're going to become.
This is like if you put the word espionage into like AI into an AI app. This is
What
what
was
it would
that
spit.
thing that would like
That
take
this
all the
was
words
spit
you
out.
use and
G
make them big or small based on how much you use
Oh,
them? Remember that?
word
Word
cloud.
cloud, yeah. It's kind of like that. It's the word cloud of the movie because Tom Cruise is the biggest.
Yeah, and also so double colon as well.
Yep.
Is that in the title as well?
Have to
They
look
don't
it
have
up.
mission colon impossible colon three. That can't be right.
You would think, but you never know
Um,
because they start using dashes soon.
yeah. And honestly, it's a testament to how forgettable the movie is because like everyone in the bottom half of the poster, I completely forgot about that were in this
Hmm.
movie.
Well,
The
this is
top,
Mission colon Impossible 3.
yeah, I think this is just for the poster because they want a bit of
Yeah.
symmetry.
Hmm.
Uh, which, but that's not how grammar works. Um,
Right.
unfortunately, it looks like I'll tell you what now. Oh God, now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. It looks to me like a poster for a Bollywood spy movie, especially Philip Seymour Hoffman. He looks
Right.
like the villain of a Bollywood movie.
Yeah, you have such a talented actor, and he looks so generic.
Yeah, he does. He looks like the parody version of this.
And it's funny too, because
Tom Cruise looks like a CGI person.
right, he does. I had that
Or
problem when I was making the poster. I thought
he
I can't seem to make myself. I should have animated it, I guess, or posterized it more or something. I forget.
He looks like the kid who runs the Paw Patrol.
I also think with the MI3 right in the middle, the poster is kind of oddly bifurcated.
Yeah, I mean they're trying to make it angular, but the
Yeah.
angles are all on one side, so it just looks
Yeah, exactly.
one-sided.
Uh-huh.
Because you can't see that it's angled on the other side. You can't see that the angles continue on into the leather and the fire.
Hmm.
So, um, I mean, it also speaks to the reset, right? I mean, this looks like Tom Cruise from the original Mission Impossible
Yeah, right. The
with
short hair.
the earpiece, the short hair, and the kind of SAS style
Yeah.
outfit. Um, although I think he had like a t-shirt in the original Mission Impossible, but same
Yeah.
look. Um, yeah, it's and no Simon Pegg,
No, not yet.
so they obviously weren't trying to sell it
They're
on
putting
that.
everybody else on the poster in it.
I mean, why? Yeah, like why Lawrence Fishburne but no Billy Crudup? I mean, makes
Hmm.
no sense. Um, maybe that. I mean, this maybe that bottom corner is like people who have only agreed to do this movie if they're on the poster.
I was gonna say the same thing. It's in their contract.
Yeah, so it's like we'll find a corner of the poster for them.
Don't worry about it.
Uh,
All
it's
right.
weird.
I don't know.
Another weird thing. Luther seems to be in the Fortress of Solitude
Hmm.
when no one else is, and also like it's so strange how that line cuts off just his ear.
Yeah.
Like his ear is in a different is
A
kind of
different box, a different
is
plane.
a different plane with a different shade of light in it.
Yeah.
So
But there's weird boxes going on all over the place. There's a box right over the M.
isn't there another woman other than Kerry Russell that we should be taking account of in MI3?
Well, his wife is on the top there.
What a no, yeah, but Maggie Q isn't Maggie Q a character one of the
Yeah,
team?
you're right.
So why not? Oh, J. Abrams wants you to remember that he did Felicity. That's why.
Yeah.
Fine. I answered my own question.
Asked and answered.
Asked, asked and answered. Everything involving J. Abrams has a simple and stupid answer.
All right. I think I'm ready to go to the next one.
Uh,
Now, interestingly about this poster is
hmm,
that we still haven't found what the posters fully want to be yet.
no.
But it seems it's funny that it like this movie, it works completely on its own level. It's not trying to be anything other than an advertisement for this movie.
Yeah. Um, I mean, it's what I don't like about it is that I feel like it's not representative of the movie itself
It's a little too
and
brown.
all its pleasures. Yeah, it looks like all of Spectre
It's yeah,
with
it's
the yellow,
obviously they're just honing in on the sandstorm.
the sandstorm, and uh, what's the city? Dubai.
Dubai.
Um, which may again there might be a financial reason they're doing that. Maybe it was
True.
part of the deal to feature them in the poster. And I
This
get,
is the first time we're shrinking Mission and Impossible.
shrinking and then using the full words
Yes,
and then a
but
massive
then
subtitle.
massive Ghost Protocol. I mean, that's bigger than Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol, IMAX coming soon. So everything, yeah, it's like either white or red. And really, you could just read the white if you wanted to, and get and find
Yeah.
out from the poster. I think, I mean, again, like it's funny because this kind of poster puts me off the movie and lowers my expectation because I think it's going to be a moody movie about the MI about the Mission Impossible, the IMF on the run,
Yeah, right.
and that's such a small part of the movie.
Because he's
It's not,
hooded, they're all wearing glasses.
yeah.
Benji's got his head down like he doesn't want to be seen at all.
It's even that part of the movie is way more fun than they make it look here.
Yeah, right.
But if that's what it needs to bring in the people who don't like fun in their spy movies, I guess that's what you have to do. And hopefully they went for the movie they got, which is something
So interesting that you
much
want
brighter.
fun in your spy movie, but not in your heist movie. Why is that?
Because heist movies come from film noir, which is not fun.
Okay, fine.
Spy movies are inherently capers, adventure movies. And it doesn't I don't mean all spy movies. Obviously there's different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, right. You don't
I
want a
don't
lot
want
of
my
fun coming out of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
exactly. I don't want my although that has some really fun moments. Um Demis taking over the circus to Demis Roussos. Fucking great. But that different ends of the scale and
Yeah.
my but and I think this filled a vacuum in a niche in the market, a vacuum in the industry for bubblegum spy movies
Mhm.
that weren't being satisfied by the franchise that it's most often associated with. So, um, yeah, I mean, it just looks a lot more serious than it is, and it
You want to
would,
know you want to know how off base those last two movies are about taking the oath? This movie says no plan, no backup, no choice. As opposed to the last two movies are saying you're given the choice. You
yeah,
you you must choose.
it might as well say no oath.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's and I don't have I like the fact that the movie is more than the poster.
Uh-huh.
I just don't think it doesn't distill what's
Good
truly
about the movie.
outstanding about the movie. Yeah.
Although I did see other posters that were just him on the side of the building. So I think they
Yeah.
had some different major posters.
Yeah.
Sort of an above shot with him looking up.
Yeah. So I think I saw
Yeah.
that one too.
All right.
Um,
Now they're starting to get what they want to be.
yes. Yeah. They want a kind of like you say, Star Wars or
Yeah.
Indiana Jones. Um, all the characters in various action poses.
Right.
Still
We
got to
get
have
Tom
Tom
Cruise twice.
three times, right? He's the one in the middle, right? Or is that Ilsa?
No, yeah. Wait,
Who's the
wearing the
biker in the middle?
dress with the
No,
gun?
no. There's Tom Cruise on a bike at the bottom in the bottom
Yeah.
corner, and then there's a bike type person in the middle.
Yeah, that's a bad guy falling off their bike,
Okay,
I think.
okay, yeah, I think you're right. Um, yes, I think I mean, and that does connect with the movie too. Like Rogue Nation was where um they kind of cemented the formula,
Hmm.
and the poster kind of does too.
Right.
Yeah,
It's interesting.
and it's kind of like a trade-off, isn't it? In the same way the movie is, it's like the star is kind of framing the poster, but
Yeah.
the ensemble is still the attraction.
Yeah, right.
Um, and it looks like Ilsa's dress is on fire,
Hmm.
which I think is an unintended consequence of the two yellows that have merged. But
Hmm.
I like that she's in sniper mode.
I like that a lot because it
Um,
also provides a framing.
mhm.
I like that.
Have we had a poster without Luther yet? Have they all had
Yeah,
Luther?
because
Oh,
he's not really
MI2.
in.
Unless he's
Well,
unless he's that dove.
yeah.
That's
No,
just
he's not
Luther
in a
fla
couple of them
that's just Luther flapping.
because he's not in Ghost Protocol either.
That's true. He's not because he's only in the
He's not
final
in the
scene.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so weird. I completely forgot that too.
Yeah.
How funny that it's
Do you
such
like
a
the angular thing going on?
I do, yeah.
I do too.
He Tom I don't know if this is on purpose, but Tom Cruise always looks the least realistic of all the
I know.
faces in all of the posters. Like does he demand to be worked on to the point where he's basically a cartoon,
He's
or how does
brushed
this
up a
work?
little bit, is what it looks
Yeah.
like.
He looks like uh the poster for Risky Business even, but like a side shot, a profile shot from that
Yeah.
poster. I obviously love seeing pre Blue Apron Alec Baldwin, where I got my
Yes.
name from.
Very good.
Um, and Benji with a travel bag, so you know
Look
he's
at
going to be in the field,
looking cool.
looking cool, yeah, with a new beard. Yeah, this is really good, and then I like the simplicity of the title and
I
the
do too.
subtitle. Good choice of color, good choice of font, good placement.
Yeah.
Not trying too hard.
And the white is working for it.
Yes. Does any of this take place in a kind of snowy backdrop? I don't think it does it?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. So that's just a concept of
Yeah.
bringing together these images.
Interesting.
Hmm.
The blue is a touch at the top of the poster.
Yes, a little bit of
It's like smoke into sky.
blue going into vanilla sky there.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, now you've got your characters inside the title.
Yeah, so we got
Looks like
both.
there's a cut like they stopped themselves from doing an MI something, but that they're kind of inside of the M and the I.
They still have it, and they have the title, and
Yeah.
they have the subtitle. It was almost like the opening credits of Dallas, with the strips where the actors would appear. Yeah, I like this very much.
I do too.
I like the kind of slightly comic book representations of the characters.
Yeah.
The only thing, which again I don't think is kind of unfortunate, but in order to put all that in Tom Cruise's torso, he looks a bit chubbier than he is. He's got a Kevin James quality
He does.
that
You're right.
that
Yeah.
that he absolutely doesn't have, even at this stage of his career.
True.
He never looked kind of husky, and he looks like he shops at a big and tall store here.
Yeah, I like the
Um,
color scheme. Again, the white framing I think looks good, but I like the yellows and reds that kind of fall to the left side. I like that we're getting all our character actors inside the M and the I, but we still have helicopters and mountaintops and stuff to see within that as well. Ilsa still got a gun like that as well. It's just kind of it's fun.
it is and speaking to fun, you've got the jumping out of a plane in the corner too, so
Yeah.
making the kind of stunt part of the attraction.
Two
Also,
explosions.
I'd say the most Bond-like of
Hmm.
the posters as well. Um, Especially like the car on fire with uh
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin looking over it. And now, what does it say at the very bottom?
I was just gonna say they kind of
Real
repeat.
D,
It
real
says
D.
some missions are not a choice.
They really shouldn't have put that in the poster if they were going to completely retcon that idea,
Yeah.
because that's like more evidence that that they were never thinking that. Well, then it goes in theaters, real D, 3D, and then what does the middle bit say? Is it like
Boldly.
CinemaScope. It looks like
Oh,
CinemaScope or
it does look
something.
like the CinemaScope logo. I don't know.
Uh, in and then in and IMAX.
Yeah,
So it's obviously these are there's like three different theater systems that you can watch it in, which I
on
think is
July
obviously,
27th.
but pointing to using these movies to kind of promote people seeing movies in theaters, which again I haven't really talked about, but it's something the series has always insisted on.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
it's been part of an overall project for Tom Cruise. I mean, people
Definitely.
do see him as the man who saved
Yeah,
theater going with Top Gun Maverick.
because he waited to bring that movie out.
Mm. Um,
All right.
it's kind of weird how it's over his crotch, though. Then they could have, I don't know. Well, could they have avoided that
I
crotch
mean,
action?
not without, no, they couldn't have avoided it.
It also reminds me of that, particularly the font
Hmm.
reminds me of the font of the new Star Trek
Oh, yeah,
movies and TV series. They look a lot like that, which is also Paramount. So I
sure.
wonder whether they all go to the same guy to do their fonts.
You know that font thing you do? Can you do it for Fallout?
Yeah, you
Sure.
mean that slightly angular long letters. Okay,
Hmm.
yeah, got it. Uh and it kind of looks rugged too,
Yeah,
with the sort of the puffer jacket.
right. Yeah, the
Um
like you look at this and then you look at the Mission Impossible 3 with the outfit and the gloves and the hanging.
Less high
Looks like
tech.
they're really trying hard in that one.
Hmm. He looks like he's kind of, if not undercover, then on the
Yeah.
streets, out on the streets. Maybe when were the Jack Reacher movies? Were they happening around this time?
Yeah.
I bet this is a shot from a photo shoot from Jack Reacher, and they were like, you know what? We could fit the MI and the actors in that torso.
No problem. All right.
Still got two to go.
Dead
Well, this
Reckoning.
this I think this is the pinnacle of the
Yeah,
angles.
absolutely. Because we got multiple angles with that train.
But it looks like a sci-fi fantasy movie.
Mhm.
Like Minority Report meets Blade Runner meets Inner Space.
That's just because of Paris.
Paris
But
is definitely
but the
bringing
inner space
bringing the
thing
Blade
comes
Runner.
from what I assume is either sunlight or fire that is
Yeah.
surrounding all the
Does
supporting
she
cast.
does Paris ever dress like that in the movie?
I think she does.
Okay. But not all the way through the movie.
No.
She's not like that's her thing. I dress
Mm-mm.
as a fucking 18th century puppet when I fight. And then I go home to JF Sebastian at the end of the day
Yeah.
in my LA high rise. Yeah, it's so I think some of the edges have been taken off. This looks like an 80s fantasy movie that we're
Hmm.
watching, which I guess in content not too far off, really. We're with the entity. Um I mean, I think I would say geometrically this is my favorite of the
Yeah, I
posters.
was gonna say like this, there
That
might be some silliness going on, but this poster's got a lot going for it too.
the way that the all of the text is on a gradient. You've got
Hmm.
the falling train creating an angle.
Yeah.
You've got him falling off a bike
Yep.
on an incline in the background. It all adds up really well. I love the graphic quality of uh the bike and the
Yeah, me too.
parachute. I think that looks better than it does in the movie, quite frankly. Um yeah. So I just think just a little bit over kind of overdone with color and light
Hmm.
and a little bit cartoonish, but
Yeah,
otherwise
with the
really
light, it's
really
starting to
solid.
look like, I don't know, Willow.
And again, I think this missells the movie because this looks like a fun movie, and there's no fun to be had as
There's a
we've
little
spoken about.
fun to be had. It's the
A
next
little
movie
fun,
that's not
a
quite
little bit of
as,
fun,
it's a
not
little
this
more
much fun.
dour.
This is pretty dour. Um,
Oh, he's on this three times now, right? Because he's on the train
yeah,
too, I assume.
and Elsa's back, even though she isn't really in the movie.
Yeah.
Mind you,
Well, you
neither
don't
was
want to let
Get.
that people know that on the posters, so she's on the poster.
True, that makes sense. Well, they would also like to pretend she's in more of the movie than she is.
Yeah.
That said, Gabriel, the White Widow, even Paris is not in the movie that much.
Mhm. All right.
It's a really weird expression on Ring James's face that they've either drawn or caught if they're taking it from a photograph because he just
He
looks like
looks taken by surprise.
yeah, he looks like he's leaving a toilet where he's taken a dump but not been able to flush it down. And he's just like stepping outside to make sure the owners of the house are not
Either that
in the
or a
vicinity.
woman just turned around the corner after getting out of the shower. He's like, "Oh, I'm not supposed to be in here."
True story. Um, Only in theaters once again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. The text is really solid here.
Yeah.
Everything gets progressively smaller as it should.
Right.
So it actually doesn't look as unwieldy a title as it is, the way that they
Yeah,
make it.
exactly, because they almost like hide that part one.
Yeah. I'm sure. I wonder they probably special edition that. I'm sure at some point
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
because that just looks hubristic if you leave it that way. Um, and George Lucas proved how easy it is to distort people's memories by only
Yeah.
providing you access to the redone version.
Yeah.
People forget what was in the original and what's in the new version,
I mean,
except when it looks terrible, which is all the time. Take back everything I said.
all right, what's next?
Well, I picked this one.
Oh,
There's the one we used for the Photoshop, which is
yeah.
the big gray face. But I feel like this is the poster I've definitely seen more.
Okay.
And I think that was more of a teaser because it was like that other poster was very much this film is coming out, okay? You might think that we'd walk away for a bit, but
Right.
after what happened, but we're gonna pull through on our commitment. But this was
They've
the one
committed to the slant, so they're still doing that.
yeah, the slant of the text and also the plane,
Plane
getting it at that angle, and I
and
love
Tom
that.
Cruise.
Yeah, and it's a scene caught in an impossible moment
Hmm.
that actually does happen practically in the movie. So
Yeah.
they're not selling anything that they're not gonna follow through on in the movie, which I always like from a poster. Like you wouldn't see this poster and then feel shortchanged by what you saw in the
No,
movie.
yeah, no.
This is no ghoulies on the toilet.
Right.
You're getting an upside down plane with your film
With
star
your
hanging off
star
it.
hanging off of it. Right.
And I like that. Um, I suppose like this being the last one as well, they're just focusing on this one moment to kind of keep everything simple and minimalist. And even the background is just kind of like a photorealist background, but a little out of
Yeah.
focus.
They don't want to tell us too much about this 3 hour
They
long
probably
movie.
didn't know when they made the poster what the movie was even going to
That's
be about.
true. Yeah, they did this stunt 2 years before the rest of the movie was filmed.
So it's just like, well, again, that's it. I suppose it's like if the stunt is the main attraction, then put it on your
Yeah.
poster.
What do you think of this box that they gave themselves and then going outside of the box they gave themselves?
Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. Hmm. I hadn't noticed that until now.
Hmm.
I don't like it. I don't like it, but I didn't notice it, which maybe
Right.
they thought they'd got a like they maybe they would have got away with it if you hadn't have
See,
mentioned
I
it.
feel like I feel like I should feel like you do. And I think I'd be okay with it so long as the wheel wasn't quite above the box
Is the
and it was
idea that
just the wings.
is the idea that it's sort of jumping off the screen?
I guess, yeah.
I can sort of I can rationalize that, but I don't think they need a white frame around it at
Hmm.
all. Um, it also I think it makes more sense as a physical poster, which I like. Like when you see it digital, I think if you'd seen a physical post, like a physical version of this, it would be a lot stronger poster than seeing it as a digital image.
Hmm.
So,
All right.
yeah. Well, I guess we do. We'll follow up with another episode where we'll rank these posters because this episode is already about been about an hour and a half of us just talking about them. So, can we have a part two where we rank them? No, of course we're going to do it now. What are you thinking?
Run through them all again quickly if you
Um,
may.
Hadoop, 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 Hadoop,
Hmm.
Hadoop.
Okay.
Should I just leave it here? This is clearly the number one, right? And we started, well, actually, we started at the
We
bottom,
started
so
at the
this
bottom.
effectively is our number one. Okay, what's your bottom?
It's a kind of tough call between two movies.
This one?
Yes.
And what, which other?
And I think Mission Impossible 3.
Okay, what are you going to go for?
This movie poster, it doesn't even really, to me, look like a full throated effort towards a poster. Whereas the other one might I have misgivings about, but it looks like they tried to really make a poster.
This looks like the poster for a not very good TV show.
Yeah, right.
And not just
Well,
because Felicity's on there,
yeah, oh,
but
well, yeah, J.J. Abrams, I told you
sure.
this was,
Oh, and he knows it's not very good TV shows.
yeah. Yeah, I think this one's my least favorite.
Interesting. Well, unlike you, who, staunch J.J. Abrams hater, I'm more sympathetic to works in his canon, so I'm going to go with this as my bottom.
All right.
Uh, I think you said it best when you said it's like listening to the soundtrack visually, and I think that's what makes it unacceptable to me.
Yeah,
It reeks of summer 2000 in all the wrong
in
ways.
all the wrong ways. That's true. I don't know. I think I would have put this at the bottom of my list until I saw those two doves.
We don't know that they're doves. It could be a hawk and a place,
Right.
or Luther.
Right. Could be Billy.
So is this your second to last?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're same bottom two but flipped.
Okay.
We're usually, I mean, more in lockstep than that. So this is interesting where it's going to go from here. Okay, so third from bottom. Where are you going to go?
I think I think Ghost Protocol.
Okay.
Um, hmm.
I agree. I'm interested in knowing why you put it there. I think it's clear why I've put it there because it's a bummer of a poster
Yeah, I mean, I think it's all the things we talked about.
for a smile of a movie.
Yeah. So there's that. I don't think I like its brownness. It really bothers me how down Benji
Yeah.
is looking.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, he's the
I
light
don't
of
like
this movie.
yeah, I don't like the reduction of Mission Impossible.
Fair. Yeah, I mean
So for all
it's
those reasons.
for all those reasons, I think technically it's up a notch from the other two, which is why I wouldn't.
Absolutely. It is. Yeah.
I think the use of different colors to kind of draw you to make your eyes kind of read in a particular order is done
Mm.
very well. But yeah, I think that they're certainly mis-selling the movie, and a poster like this would lower my expectations much further than they already were.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, because that's the other thing. It's like the team going on the run makes the movie more fun.
Yeah.
And this looks like it makes it moodier and broodier and
Right.
more complicated. And the opposite's true. It's like it's where the movie kind of comes to life.
Hmm.
So and the sandstorm is such a well done sequence. And this kind of makes it look like just it's a movie full of lots of bad lighting.
Right.
That's a very specific lighting for that scene that only works
Hmm.
in that scene. Anyway. All right. Fourth from bottom, I guess this is your middle, pretty much, right, for the seven?
I think middle. Uh, I've been going first. Why don't you tell me yours?
Because I don't know.
Hmm. I know.
Okay, well you tell me then.
I
Do
still
I need
got
to
to
go
go
anywhere?
first. No, it's this one.
This one?
Nope. Nope. Go back. No. Yeah. Final Reckoning, I think, is my
Oh,
next on my list.
okay. Because it's like you're like the teacher and trying to get the kid not to draw outside the lines.
Yeah,
It's like, get back
basically.
in the lines. Okay, well that doesn't bother me as much. I think my next would be this one.
Okay.
It's got all the right elements. Uh, it's everything is sort of in place. It's just that they haven't found a way to make it feel more organic.
Right.
It's kind of got the look of being a little bit slapped together, even though the constituent elements work together really well.
That I agree with.
I think it just needs it needs something else to make it all pop and breathe a little more. But I have no issue with anything within it, and I think it's well spaced. I think the
Hmm.
colors are good. I think the images are good, but I don't know, it just feels a little flat.
Well, that's
And it
why
just
it's my next one.
okay, great.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah,
so
I go from Final Reckoning to Rogue Nation.
okay.
Fifth,
So,
right?
no, we're above it. We're like fourth now, aren't we?
Oh, that's what I meant. I was going in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
So
It's when there's this many, it's harder to rank from the
fourth,
bottom. Yes.
fourth.
Fourth. So my fourth would be, so this is my fifth.
Yeah.
So my fourth would be Getaway Ghost Protocol. Ooh, this is where it gets hard for me.
Oh,
Kind of,
look
no,
at
I
you.
haven't decided yet. I'm still contemplating.
Yeah, but you're not going to one that I thought, oh, okay. At least you're considering it.
Oh, I really don't know. Okay, this is almost this is getting so um different from how I feel about the movies.
Yeah.
This is my fourth.
Okay. Wow.
Um Again, extremely competent. It's s- just stylized enough, not too much. I agree, it looks like a fun adventure movie.
Mm-hmm.
I just want a different Tom Cruise.
Less
This
bulky.
less bulky, less like this doesn't look like Ethan Hunt to me.
Mm.
It doesn't look like Ethan Hunt in this movie either. And I think I like the idea of doing the letters, doing it with the images inside the letters on his torso, but this kind of it's just a strange put it, the picture that you're using of Tom Cruise kind of throws everything off for me.
Mm.
And it's a little too J.J. Abrams Star Trek
Okay.
um as well. So that's my fourth,
Okay.
right? Is that where we are? There were three left, right?
I
Or,
don't know. Are there?
or is this my third? Who knew this would be so hard?
I had,
No, this is third.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it must be because there's only two left after this.
Um, okay, wait.
All right,
I went,
I'm gonna do a an update. Ugh.
yeah.
Okay.
So you just
This
have
so let me, your list is this is your bottom,
bottom,
second bottom,
second bottom.
third bottom.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fourth bottom, right there.
right?
Yeah.
Fourth bottom. And then have you said your third yet?
I don't think so. What am I missing?
You're currently missing Rogue. Oh, you
That,
said yeah, Rogue Nation
oh
next.
no, I did do that. Yeah.
Rogue Nation. So you've got three to call. Your top three are still to call, whereas I have
What do I have? I have Fallout,
Dead Reckoning.
Dead Reckoning, but that's it, right?
How many movies are here? Fallout, Dead Reckoning. Yeah. So it's just our top two now for both of
Okay.
us. Well, actually top two for you, top three. No.
I think top two for both.
Okay, top two for both of us then. Let's say that.
All right.
Okay. So
In my
I've got
number
two.
two spot, you can leave it right here.
Okay.
I really thought this was going to be my top poster,
Me too.
but one called out to me a little bit more. So this one is in the two spot.
Hmm.
And I think I even said I like this, like the white framing and everything.
Yeah.
And I don't think the bulky thing bothers me quite as much. I like all the colors. I like the look of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
But the angular thing of Dead Reckoning Part 1 really speaks to me. And that's really the reason it's jumping ahead to one over this. And this is number two. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
That's your number one.
Yeah.
Well, obviously my are they can't be exactly the same because I've already picked Fallout uh as my number three.
You're between this and Final Reckoning.
Right, the two movies,
that you
the two weakest movies in the series.
that you hate the most.
Yeah. Uh well, I'm not going to completely surprise you. This is my number two.
Okay.
I just really like that it The reasons for doing styling the poster like this, I feel maybe uh not necessarily creative, more sort of circumstantial.
Hmm.
But I think it makes sense to kind of just show you a still from the stunt. And I
Hmm.
like the way that it catches you at this sort of almost impossible moment.
Okay.
They're keeping the angular quality. You've got like a simple photorealist background, which I think is a nice departure.
Hmm.
If there wasn't the kind of if the white frame wasn't as big and the plane wasn't going so far outside the lines, if it was just a sense of it jumping out of the frame and it just went slightly over, I think it would be better.
Hmm.
So I think the frame just needs to be thinner and there needs to be less of the plane outside of the frame.
Okay.
And if it would that if it had those two elements, it could possibly be number one.
Wow.
Um,
High
but
praise.
but this one is also my number one, of course. I
I
think.
didn't think you'd go that route. I thought your dislike of the movies would propel you past the
No, I
poster.
mean, well, no, because of look at Ghost Protocol.
Hmm.
That I mean, it doesn't. It can
Yeah.
be at odds with the movie. I'm just going solely on the poster. Yeah, this is again the way it does text is so skillful.
Yeah, I like that. You know what I really like is the on the Tom Cruise line, it's not a whole bar. It's actually still part of the picture
Hmm.
with
Yeah,
just the white line above it. I like that spacing.
the poster. I get the fun from the poster that I want from the movie.
Yeah, right.
So I think I think it's great, and I love the representations of the being on top of the train and jumping
Yeah.
off the bike. I think that's really kind of almost like Saul Bass style, almost kind of it's like stick figures. Yeah,
Looks
okay.
like Indiana Jones on that fucking train.
Or The Fugitive.
Yeah.
It looks like Indiana Jones and Dial of Destiny. In fact, it's probably the same shot that they
Yeah,
used
exactly.
for for that movie when they were
They just
hubba
flipped
hubba
it
hubba hubba
horizontally.
hub. Hubba 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 hub. This is how humans run. This is how humans run. Oh my God, yeah.
Terrible. Yeah,
Absolutely
all right.
terrible.
Well, another job done.
Indeed. And I'm not going to go over our lists again.
No, it's too much.
Um, yeah, it's too
We got to
much.
tell the people what we're doing next.
However,
Indeed.
however, the only idea I inputted to this one was not splitting it up into two, which we could have easily done, and we have done with similar series that we've done at this time of year beforehand. So
Correct.
if you know what time of year we're approaching, this should start to become clearer what we're talking about. We're back in the world of horror. I think that will be no surprise. We're coming to as a visual clue that Mike's giving you here. And in fact, if I'd have thought ahead, I could have even announced this visually because I actually have that implement somewhere.
No, you blew it.
So maybe I'll do that for the posters.
There you go.
So when we do the posters, you'll see me use it. But yeah, so something to do with flexing fingers, something to do with horror, something that we've absolutely already said we're gonna do on a
Yeah.
previous episode when we finished with last year's. But yeah, it's we're Halloween is drawing in, and since um since we have a lot of horror series to cover because there's a lot of horror sequels and franchises out there. We kind of didn't want to split this over 2 years. We wanted to get to
And it's not
enough.
quite as long as those other series.
Exactly, yeah. So it doesn't
Yeah.
fit neat. It doesn't divide neatly the way that we'd want it to do it over 2 years. Um, so we're gonna tackle it all at once. As an extra tease, it's gonna involve going back to a movie we already covered.
Yeah.
as recently as last year.
From a new perspective.
And uh it's the it's a series that to fill our seasonal programming during Halloween,
I think they got it.
but it's gonna go even longer than Halloween.
True. We'll go into
So
November.
we're calling this series The Nightmare Before Christmas because it's gonna roll through Halloween all the way to all the way past Thanksgiving to Christmas. And it is of course A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Woohoo!
2 to Freddy versus Jason.
Love it.
So yeah, that's 7 movies. Um and yeah, we're gonna cover them all. So we're gonna be doing the series from September to the end of
November.
November, beginning of
Yeah.
January, yeah. Beginning of December, sorry. And then we've got a 4 film series to sorry, doing my Freddy fingers there. Doing a 4 film series to take us to the very end of the year, which we'll talk about next time. So yeah, very excited about that. I mean, uh, we've done 2 of the big 3. You know,
Yeah.
Freddy, Michael, Jason, Freddy. They're the big 3. They're the 3 amigos, the 3 stooges of horror.
Mm-hmm.
The Mount Rushmore of horror, if it only had 3 faces. How many faces does Mount Rushmore have? It's like 4, 5,
5.
5. Okay. So it'd be like this plus Leatherface and Chucky. Is that fair?
Scream.
Ghostface. I
Ghostface,
think
I mean, it's different because it's
Scream
always a
is more
different
pop.
killer.
Yeah, I think Scream is more iconic than Ghostface.
Hmm.
But I think people say like Chucky movie, or
Yeah.
no one says I'm going to see a Texas Chainsaw, right? It's all about Leatherface.
That one they might
Okay.
say. Yeah.
All right. But
But
anyway, it frees us up to do, a brand new horror franchise next year.
yeah.
And we're going to be doing Freddy versus Jason again as a nightmare movie, not a Friday the 13th movie.
All right.
So we'll give you the rest of our
We'll
notes from
finally
that
have something
episode.
to talk about in that movie.
um yeah, so that's up next, and it's you
Excited.
know yeah, it's a very big series, and we're very happy to be covering it. And we finally get to tell each other what we think
Be a good
about
time.
the we finally get a chance to tell each other about what we think of the individual movies, which we never know because we always hold off talking about anything we know we're going to cover. So
I know it's infuriating.
yeah, it is. Um, and there might be some surprises in there, as I think the great thing about these big horror series is that they have such strong sequels
Hmm.
that you can have a real discussion about some of the sequels being up there with the originals or surpassing the originals in a way that you can't with most film series.
Yeah, right.
I mean, even Halloween, where we still put the original up there on a pedestal. Some
Yeah.
of the sequels are competitive in a way
Even
that
the bad ones. I mean, we were talking about Halloween Resurrection, and we both acknowledge not a good movie, but the writing, like there's an idea behind that writing
oh
that's
yeah,
actually very interesting.
there is, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we'll have a lot of the same discussions with Nightmare because they're not short of ideas.
Right.
Ideas are not the problem.
yeah.
So there you go.
Fantastic.
Halloween comes early and Christmas comes late. So
Comes early as well.
yeah. And that's it for this episode. We've done everything that we need to do and then some. So Mission Impossible is no more. Our
Wow.
messages have self-destructed, and we're ready to go into our new series. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. that should be easily done
Do
by
it.
pressing some button around this image. And you can also get in touch with us through social media. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Threads, we're on Blue Sky, we're on X. We also have a Patreon, which you can join for free. And then
Well,
listen to
for a
us. For...
short period of time.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. This is it.
Sorry. I want I want that
Well,
money.
you
That's
can
back.
you can listen to for free, and then after 7 days, you decide whether you want to subscribe to us. I think you can like do one-off donations as well. So if you're like, look, I can't afford to subscribe, but I like what you're doing. Here's a couple of bucks. I don't have any problem with that. We wouldn't be insulted, would we?
No.
Mike's like, I didn't even know this was a possibility. Why are we not plugging this? Yeah, so give it if you can't subscribe, can't it's $5 or $10 a month. $10 you get two episodes, $5 you get one. Extra episode, not just the same episode presented in a different platform. You get a bonus episode where we cover the originals of the series we've looked at and also the reboots of the series that we've already done. And who
We're
knows, we might expand that as time goes on and we run out of movies.
already are.
Yeah, we're getting close. So that's another way that you can find us and support us. Rate and review us on whatever your podcatcher is. We want to see those 4 and 5 star reviews coming in hot. That really helps. I
Four,
hear. Well, four if you think four if you think there's room for improvement. Five
five.
if okay.
What's the matter
Not
with
even
you?
not even considering that we might have room for improvement. But if we say four, they'll be like, "Oh, he wasn't trying so hard to get the five. I'll give him a five."
That your logic?
That is a logic. It's not necessarily logic, but it is a logic. It's within the basket of logic, but it's not necessarily logic.
Okay, fine.
There's a logic to it. It's not necessarily a logic. Okay, well, that's all from us.
Please.
Your laptop devices will self-destruct in 5 seconds. No!